I don't have food stamps anymore. They cut me off. Here's what I stole. She stole, then told followers to scam churches. Guys, this is insane. Check it out.
Store. So they wanted $7 for this. Mind you, I don't have food stamps anymore. They cut me off. So I only had $22 left in food stamps. So this is what I stole. Okay. They wanted $9 for this. I said, oh, I don't got $9. Then they wanted $2 for this.
So listen, some of you may be wondering, well, how does she feel comfortable actually sharing this online? I'll tell you what I think. This is a result of the lax approach that we've seen everywhere when it comes to crime. And she knows if she makes this video, they don't know what store she robbed. They most likely in that store have a certain requirement of monetary value when it comes to the items that are stolen to go after her. People really believe they could get away with crime. It's just the truth.
They wanted, sorry, it's up because it's been in my purse, $7 for this. I'm making some stuffed salmon today. These are needed. I'm not paying $7 for that. Okay. Let me show you the most important thing to me. Short ribs. Take off the label so that you don't beep. Get your meat. How many do you think that I got? How many short ribs is that? And can I be real? More y'all should have started taking shit from the corporations a long time ago. Y'all just didn't have that shit in your bones. Get out there and get in the field like I told you. Everything out here is yours.
These are the people who you're supposed to feel bad for. No, I'm not talking about the people out here who haven't been abusing the system. No, I'm talking about the loudest ones right here.
Whether or not you take it, they call that shit free will. I call that shit eminent domain. You know what I'm saying? Hey, now, take it.
One thing she learned from the white man, take it.
I don't give a who's already sitting there. I don't give a if your land was already established. It's mine now, and I want it. That is what we should be preaching in the land to the masses. Act more like a white man. Take it for yourself, and you won't be worried about who don't got it. You see what I'm saying? Get out there and radish.
So at this point, I'm starting to maybe accept that there might be some mental illness going on here. Something's not, there's some loose wires for sure. But if we all live by that rule of, hey, when I'm out of money, when I have gone past my budget, hey, let's just go rob the next person. Let's go rob the next family and just take things and commit crimes, then this whole country would look like chaos, which is what I believe a lot of people want. They want to see the place burn down.
Last but not least, go in that church and infiltrate. Don't be stupid. Get in there. Ask them for some rent money. Ask them for some help. You've been tithing. Say your lights is off. You need a stipend. You need some food. Go to the church. Ask for help. If the pastor don't help you out, blast them on social media. Quickest way to f up the church's money is ask for some. Go do it. See what you get. Report back to a real. Let me know. If the church doesn't help you after all those tithes you gave, well, go ask for your tithes back. See if they can give you a donation form and they can just redonate your money back to you. See if they can do that. If they can't, I want you to come back under this post and give me the reason why they said they cannot reimburse you back the money you and your family have given to them for years. Also, why they can't help you. Let me know. Store.
Quick break here to talk about the sponsor of this channel, fathershaverights.com. One of the expert attorneys in our prenup guide explains a dangerous myth, which is that a lot of people think that you don't need an experienced attorney to draft your prenup. Some people even try to draft their prenups themselves and are shocked when the judge throws that prenup out in court. At fathershaverights.com, we've made it easy to learn how to get a prenup. Our expert attorneys explain everything in clear, easy to understand language. Click the link pinned to the top of the comment section and join the hundreds of men protecting their future marriages the right way. Blaming anything or anybody other than yourself. Listen, there are plenty of good people out here who believe in helping people who are in need, but they don't believe in feeding into entitlement, a criminal mindset and behavior, selfishness, and incentivizing reliance and dependence on taxpayers' money.
What I'm starting to realize is the people that want to get rid of food stamps thinks that the people that are on food stamps are just making this ridiculous amount of money. I have a degree in computer engineering, so I might not know much, but one thing I know for sure is numbers. This is the maximum amount per family household that families are getting in food stamps per month. This is the maximum amount per household that people can make while being on food stamps, meaning that this is the maximum amount that they can work and make while also receiving food stamps. If we just take the average family, the 4-family household, the maximum they can make is $4,421 a month. Let's just say this is a 1-parent, 3-kid household, because if this is a 2-parent, 2-kid household, that means the parents are combining to make $25 an hour. That equates to $53,000 a year. Let's just say that their rent is $1,000 a month, which nowhere you can find for a family of 4, by the way. Average rent is $1,500 to $2,000 a month, depending on the state. But let's just say they're paying $1,000 a month per rent. That's $12,000 a year that they have to take away from this $53,000 pre-tax. The government needs its 25%, so really 25% of that is gone. Let's use real numbers. For a family of 4 making $53,000 a year, they're bringing home about $44,000 after taxes. You still have to pay for rent, which we said was $1,000 a month, so now they're at $32,000 for the year. They have to pay for their car note, which is about $400 a month. They still have to pay for their car insurance, which is about $200 a month. They still have to pay for gas, which is about $30 a week, but we're talking about a family of 4, so they're driving a lot more. That is $8,640. Let's just round up to $9,000 for oil changes and any other car maintenance that might have happened throughout the year. Now we're down to $23,000 for the year. What family of 4 do you think can survive off $23,000 a year without any government assistance? We still have to pay for light bill, water bill, internet. Mind you, this is a family of 4, so light bill alone is going to be about $200. Water bill is about $100. Internet is going to be about $50-$60. Let's hope they don't live in a community that requires a gas bill as well. They need phone bills $150. Let's hope that their kids aren't old enough that they need phones as well. And if we round up all the utilities to $500 a month, that's $6,000 a year. We're now at $17,000 a year for this family of 4 to survive on. I have not talked about buying clothes for the children, non-perishable items, trash bags, toothpaste, lotion, school supplies. We don't have no streaming services, so we don't have no entertainment, no TVs, toilet paper, dish detergent, washer and dryer stuff. I have not talked about any of that stuff. We're living off $17,000 for the year for a family of 4. Any medical scares, dental, vision, let's just hope the children are healthy. God forbid this family of 4 gets $996 a month from the government for food. Oh my goodness, it's the end of the world. I don't want my taxes going here. You are not Christian. Please don't, if you don't support food stamps and the government helping out low-income families, you are not Christian, and stop saying that you are.
Hi, you guys. I'm out of the store.
That's a very nice Coach bag, by the way. Ooh, look at you. You got those nails done too. This is what my nails look like.
So I only had $22 left in food stamps.
It's crazy that
So this is what I stole.
stamps get cut off, and stealing is automatically your first instinct.
Right.
Cheese and Tic Tacs?
Then they wanted $2 for this. I think to me.
Short ribs too? And you're going so far as to teach other people how to steal them. It is crazy and beyond me how someone can become so desperate over cheese, short ribs, and Tic Tacs.
This is true.
I recently turned the keys in to my apartment because I was over my head, but not once did it occur to me, or did I have a desire to go into a grocery store with my non-Coach bag and steal food. We clearly have 2 different ideas of what survival is.
Right.
But hey, you enjoy your short ribs because you won't be getting them from jail.
Right. Simply put, crisis reveals character. I really like that she mentioned that she has her nails done, that she has a Coach bag. And on top of that, think about how most people who are looking at this in their minds think that by getting online and voicing out how this is terrible and we're going to steal and we're going to just take from you, or we're going to take from Walmart or any of these stores, They actually think that they're convincing people that the current administration is evil and they are to blame. The reality is you're turning more people against increasing how many people rely on food stamps. And if anything, at the minimum, you're encouraging people to continue supporting policies and politicians who push policies that are more strict when it comes to those requirements for SNAP.
Tell me y'all saw the video where the girl went into the store and took all the food she needed. She stole the food. She just went ahead and took all the food that she needed because she only had $20-something left on her food stamps. Took the food that she needed because she was like, I ain't got no food stamps and I can't afford none of this seasonings and none of this short ribs and none of this meat and stuff. Tell me y'all saw that video. While the video is hilarious, why am I like, oh, that's genius? Go on and take the damn food that you need and let them know, hey, let's take it a step further. Let's pay you back. I'm going to pay you back when you turn back on my EBT. You shut down the government, you furloughed people, you also called people back to work and then said, hey, I need you to work this 40 hours a week, but I'm not going to pay you right now. I'm going to pay you back later when the government shutdown's over. Why can't we use that same concept when it comes to the grocery store? Why we can't use that same concept? Why I can't pay you back later? I'm going to give you a whole bunch of, I'm going to dumber you. I'm going to give you a whole bunch of IOUs because that's just as good as money. That's just as good as money.
Top commenter says, and then tells on herself with video evidence for the judge. Somebody else who says, I've been flat broke and never stole. Here's another person who says, good way to get that EBT permanently taken. Here's somebody else who added, the coach bag is wild. Another person who says, posting this online. Here's somebody else who says, yep, my nails look like yours. Another person here added, and she put her face on the internet. I'm telling you, man, people just do not care. They don't care. They're not afraid of consequences. They don't think they're going to get into trouble. And you know what? They actually might be right to an extent. If they live in particular cities or states, they will probably encourage this.
So we got people out here crashing out because a lot of people are not showing any sympathy for the possibility of those people that get food stamps not getting them in the month of November. You know how many people I've seen sell food stamps to get their hair done, nails done, their toes done, buy an outfit to go to the club, drugs? A lot. If I've seen it, other people seen it. You know what? That's why people don't get. I've seen people, women, get a new man. The man got the food stamp. Now, the food stamp is for her and her kids. The man has the food stamp card and he in the grocery store buying shit that he want. People see that shit. You know what? They don't give. You know, some kids go to school and get breakfast and lunch, no dinner, because mama and I sold the food stamps for shit that she wanted. Dumb people don't get. So don't get me wrong. It's not everybody, but people see shit. So they're like, who cares? And people are saying, well, what about my kids? Well, yeah, what about your kids when you had the food stamps, you out there selling them? What did you think about your children then? People are seeing this, and people are like, well, nobody don't care. You don't go through no hardships. You know, this and third. You can't say people hadn't gone through hardships. People just deal with them differently. But shit that people do, people see that. So now people are like, I don't care. They be like, what about girl coming here? She was talking about them food stamps. And, you know, I asked the question only as Aunt Viv can. I said, are you mad that you might not get food stamps to feed your kids? Or are you mad that you might not get food stamps to sell this month? And she got mad. And I was like, I'm just asking the question. I say, because you sell your food stamps every month. I'm like, so which are you mad at? You mad at that you know, you got to go out there and spend money and feed your kids, and you don't have them food stamps to sell and have the extra money in your pocket, do shit that you don't want to spend your money on? Are you mad at that? Let me know. And she got mad, but only Aunt Viv can ask that question. So shit's about to get real. Instead of y'all moaning and groaning about it, y'all got to come up with a plan, because y'all worried about November. Y'all better think about 6 months to a year down the road, or the next 4 years, because this administration is trying to cut off all that shit. All them shit some Democrats did to give people shit, to make people's life a little bit easier, they're about to cut all that shit off. And some of that shit needs to be cut off, real talk, because people have been taking advantage of the system and abusing it and depending on that shit. Not everybody, but some. So yeah, they about to cut that shit off. They about to cut off. Y'all fussing about 1 month. Y'all better be thinking about the next 3 years. Shit's about to get real, because they shut off Section 8. Because some people out there paying $50 a month. You got a pocket full of money, but you're paying $50 a month. So that money about to be gone. Because you're going to have to go out there and actually pay that shit out of your pocket. That assistance you was getting to pay that light bill, and you just got the windows open and running air conditioning, yeah, they about to cut that shit off too. So you got to have to pay your own light bill. So life is about to start lifing for a lot of people. But don't get mad when people don't get, because we see so many people out there abusing that shit that they be like, I don't give a shit. You know, what about my kids? What about your kids? When you was out there doing up shit with them food stamps, what about your kids then? So it's not everybody, but I see seniors, they give them $50 a month. It's $50 a month. Well, they $3 over the allotted amount of money. But you got this shit next door that can work. Got teenagers still getting food stamps, but won't work. Y'all ain't saying nothing to her. People see that. You got this veteran with PTSD. Can't work because he might choke the shit out of somebody if you say the wrong thing or blink, or somebody drop a book. You won't give him anything. You got somebody that actually has a disability and need it. Well, you give him a little something, but you don't give him enough. But you got this chico, he getting $2,000. So people see that. So people are reacting on what they see, what they've come in contact with. So y'all can't get mad. Everybody has a different opinion. You may feel one way about the situation, and a whole lot of people may feel the other way. So only thing I can tell y'all, buckle down. It's about to be a bumpy ass ride.
Here's somebody else who says disgusting. Here's somebody else who says morals versus no morals. Another person here added, I'm not the one to judge, but there is a lot of resources that could be utilized before taking this type of measures. If there is a will, there is a way, and you won't have to take from others. Giving your take on a particular situation is okay. So another person here added, everyone in her comments cheering her on, I'm sure. Shaking my head. And she says right here, there are a few in this comment section doing the same. Somebody else, she says, that's crazy, and she's posting the evidence.
Food stamps being taken away is actually insane. People are like, oh, but people are buying candy with food stamps and people are buying da-da-da. And it's like, I don't care. I don't know. Like, and it's just, you'll just never get me to care what people are buying with food stamps. You'll never get me to be mad at what people are buying with food stamps. I don't care if people are buying full steak, lobster dinner down with food stamps. I don't care, because it's like, okay, and people are eating, like, I don't know, like, I've said this before and I'll say it again, I don't care. And it's one thing hearing it, like, on TikTok or whatever, I'm scrolling, I'm seeing it here and there, like, headlines, da-da-da. But I was like, let me just search it up, because it's just like, I know that it's happening, but I'm like, let me just search it up. And to go on, like, the Georgia website, I forgot what it's called, like, Georgia Department of Human Services or something like that, because I used to be on food stamps right out of college. I ain't had no money for it. I was on food stamps. The most helpful thing ever. So I'm familiar. And to see it say that, like, as of November 1st, just like no more, I'm like, wow, like, and it's an illness, and it's an illness. Because out of all things that I would want my tax dollars to go to, this is like one of the top things. Like, I'd be ecstatic. My money is going towards, like, people are eating. Okay, great. Like, I don't want to hear anything about people are abusing da-da-da-da, people are abusing food stamps, da-da-da, people are abusing eating. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, does that not sound like ridiculous? I don't care. I don't care. When it comes to food, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't, honestly, and I don't know, maybe I'm radical. I don't even care if people are lying on the thing to get the food stamps. It doesn't matter to me. People are eating. Life is hard. Everything is expensive. People need to eat. It's never going to make me mad. And you can't get me with the whole, like, your tax dollars and on your dime. Yes, on my dime, because I'm a community member. I'm a part of this community. Like, I actually do feel like I have an obligation towards people and to, like, do things. You're not getting me with the, it's on your dime and they're taking your money for, I would give it. That's not like a bad thing to me. And the people who be saying it, and I'm not going to say too much either. And I'm not going to say too much. Anyway, let me calm down. Because I was sitting here trying to figure out, like, okay, like, what can I do? What can I do? If you go to the Feeding America website, you can type in your zip code and it'll show you, like, the food banks that are in your area. Because all I can think of right now is to, like, be on top of the food banks in some way, especially because the holidays are coming up. If I'm doing something, I'm going to share it, because I know there's probably other people who want to, like, do something too. So go to Feeding America, type in your zip code. If y'all know anything else, please put it. But I'm just like, the more and more I think about it, I'm like, this is crazy. This is, like, wild to me.
Y'all, I just read my email from DHS last night. And that just said, even if you have food stamps left on your card, November the 1st, they system's not going to be accepting it at the store. So you need to go on and get shelf-able food now that can last you from November and beyond. Hey, just a word being put out. Hey, yeah. That's some crazy work, G. That's some crazy work. If you have food stamps, do not be trying to save them on y'all card until next month for Thanksgiving or none of that, because you are not going to be able to use them. November the 1st, they not finna be accepting them cards at the store. You have to go on and get your food and stuff now. That's wild, bro. That's wild. But hey, I'm just a messenger.
Hey guys, as always, I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pod. To my currently engaged or soon to be married men, if you need a prenup and would like a guide that shows you how to get a solid and legally binding prenuptial agreement, hit the link into the top of the comment section and access your guide at fathershaverights.com today.